everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know that it's been a minute since I've spoken to the camera. I don't know, sometimes I get in the mood where I just don't want to be in front of the camera, and that's fine. So March was a theme of fruits and vegetables for me. This is my first month, March, giving myself a theme for the month because I find that it's worked out because I will get overwhelmed with, what to draw, what to paint, and I get in my head a lot. And so giving myself a theme that at least keeps me on track with a subject of, to draw for the month. And it's been working out nicely for me. I haven't been drawing every day. It's not a draw daily, okay? But it's just a theme for the month and at the times when I do find the time to draw. So I'm going to show you guys what I've done up until yesterday. Today is March 26th. I haven't done anything for today, but I'm recording this on Wednesday and I'll be posting this vlog on Sunday. So there's plenty of stuff for you guys to see in terms of fruits and vegetables. But also this month, I've been really reflecting on, where I want to go with my art career. Not just content creation, because I like creating content. I have to be honest, I like creating vlogs, videos, reels, all of that. I really do enjoy it. And I want to gain all of the content creation opportunities, like brand deals and things like that. And I know all of that, if they come along, it takes a time. This thing is a slow grind. But beyond the content creation, because I am an artist first, I've been really reflecting on what I want to do, where I want to take this in terms of a career. And so I've been working on a professional portfolio, sketching things out, and I already have a portfolio on my website, MartineFelton.com, but I feel like I can tighten it up a bit. I can put better illustrations on there, better drawings, just better stuff, because my skills improve month to month to month. So, it's always good to, to update your portfolio. But I really haven't sent out links to my portfolio to art directors or agents and things and people like that. So that's what I want to do. So I want to make sure that the portfolio on my website as well as my Behance is up to par. So I've been thinking about that, and I've been thinking about, the online space when it comes to illustration and art making and all of Substack and Patreon and YouTube. And I noticed that the community, that online community of art content, is really dominated, by white women. There is barely, I can count on one hand the black illustrators, the black woman illustrators that I've come across in that circle, in that realm of Substack, Patreon, YouTube. it's scarce for us, okay? It's scarce. So that's why, I've been reflecting on that. And do I want to follow the game plan of starting a Patreon? And because I had a Substack, I had a paid Substack, and I was offering a Substack subscription for only $10 a month, and you would get art every month, a print, an 8.5 by 11 print of my art. And I did that for a year and got no members, not one member, not one paid member. I was getting free members, but not one paid member. So I stopped. I turned it off because it was really fucking with my head. And I kept thinking, like, what am I not? Like, is my art that bad that nobody wants to receive it in the mail? Like, it was really fucking with me. But I kept going, and I did it for a year. Every month, a new art print available for an entire year. And, I'm a member of Patreons. I'm a member of a Substack and about 2 Patreons. But there was a time that I was a member of a lot of different people's Patreons. And I felt like these communities were very supportive. But honestly, I feel like other artists, other illustrators are supportive of certain other illustrators, okay? And I was just not one of them. Even though I was a member of certain Patreons and supporting you and, buying art and, other artists' pieces and all of that. But I feel like that was not reciprocated. So, and that's fine. Even though it, at the time, in the moments, it was messing with me. But now it's fine for me. But that caused me to reflect on, to ask myself some questions like, is that the trajectory that I want? Do I want to start a paid membership and, try to grow this community? Do I even want to put my energy into something like that is really is not receiving me? Do you know what I'm saying? Do I want to force myself into a space where there are no seats at the table for me? Or do I want to create my own table? So, of course, I am of the, the thinking of always create your own table. But the sense of community is also a thing for me too, because I like to be around other artists. I like to be around talented, creative people. But, if there's no support there for Black women, then what's the point? For me anyway. So those are the things that I've been asking myself, and where I want to take my art career-wise. I won't ever stop putting my art out especially here on YouTube, because like I said, I like creating content. I like making videos and things like that. But I think I want to do my art journey differently and create my own space, create my own table, and have seats for people at my table who are diverse and who bring different things to the table, a mixture of different things to the table, instead of having the same thing but just fucking remixed, you know. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. Anywho, so fruits and veggies, I will show you guys that in a moment. And also, if there are any Black woman artists, illustrators out here watching this video, leave me a comment, send me a message. Let's connect. Let's be friends. Because representation is everything, okay? Everything. Yeah, let's look at what I've done so far for the month of March, okay? Okay, guys, so here are the things that I made this month. In this book, this is a mixed media pad that I got from Michael's, although it's as thick as watercolor paper because it's 140 pound 300 GSM. They're calling it mixed media rough. It's a really good grade of paper. I will definitely be buying this again in this size as well. I like this size. So anyway, here's some dragon fruit, right? The day that I did this is the first time that I ever saw dragon fruit. I was in the market. The produce guy had just put them on the shelf and he had arranged them all nicely. They were all snug together and it just looked so cute. So I took a picture and decided to interpret the dragon fruit on my own. I used Tombow markers, and then I used watercolor, and then I used Neocolor 2s and pencils for this one. I used Tombow to lay down the colors, and I believe I may have used, was it Tombow? It was one of these. Oh, it may have been this Faber-Castell dual aqua marker. But anyway, it was watercolor marker. And so that's the dragon fruit. And then I took a picture of the radishes, and here they are. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. That's that. And then we have these little strawberries here that I did. So let that focus. And that's that. Strawberries. Okay, so this is like a handmade kind of sketchbook, like a folded zine. If you see how it's folded, I took a Domestica course and she showed us how to do it. So it's like you can open it up in a whole bunch of different ways and paint and draw on this side, draw on this side. It was pretty cool. Anyway, so right here we have some carrots and apples, and another attempt at the dragon fruit because I definitely didn't like my first one. And then this was supposed to be a still life with tomatoes and some other things that I didn't finish, and I'll probably never finish it. This is another handmade sketchbook. I think this is the one that I did on my live. These were limes on toned paper. And vine tomatoes. Let me bring you down. Let me show the limes again here. The limes. And I don't hate it. I don't hate it. This was like a warm-up, honestly. I like how the vine tomatoes came out. I would think I was using Kuretake watercolors because it's a little shiny, and Kuretake can do that be that way sometimes. I don't know why it gets, some of it is shiny. And this was my attempt at pineapples. I can never get pineapples to look like pineapples and not be ugly. I really hate this, but I'm showing it anyway. But I really dislike this, how this came out. Okay, so this is in my Pith Cara sketchbook. Vine tomatoes again. More. Another dragon fruit that looks way 100 times better than the others. Finally. More limes. And a collage. Okay, so these are strawberries. This is supposed to be celery. This pineapple looks a lot better than the other pineapples that I just showed you. These are supposed to be carrots. I don't know what happened, girl. Lemons. This is supposed to be lettuce. Don't ask. More vine tomatoes. I like those vine tomatoes. Eggplant. Bananas and apples. Okay, so more. We've got more. More tomatoes. More strawberries. Strawberries are my favorite to draw, I'm not gonna lie. This was a still life reference that had fruits in it, so I just went with it. I got the reference photo from Botanica Collective on Instagram. They put out reference photos on a weekly basis for people to draw or paint or interpret the way that you want. So since it had fruit in it, I was like, okay, I'll do it. So oranges here, grapes here, and it was a cute little still life. I did my best. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst either. So this spread came from the a live stream, Patreon live stream with Katie Moody, and her March theme was food and drink, so that aligned with my personal theme. So here we are. The mushrooms, avocado, lettuce, tomatoes, radish, all of the things that went into this salad, which I think came out kind of cute. I like it. I like it. And then this was done from a tutorial on Shada Campbell's channel. She had a pear tutorial, and I like her videos. I like her style. She's very upbeat. She's, you know, and she's a teacher of art, and I like her whole vibe. So yeah, I like the way these came out. And coming up, I'll show you, I did my own thing with pears. Okay, so that's that. And I also did some drawing on my Procreate on iPad. Okay, so I also did this on my Procreate. This, I used collage paper that was scanned in, and then, you know, I made the shapes of the vegetables with the digital collage paper. I like the way this came out. Not bad. And then these, I drew these fruits and vegetables. This is not using collage paper. Yeah. And I like the way that that came out as well. These two I did yesterday. Here's the pears I was talking about. I like the way this came out. Pears are so cute, and you can just like make blobs, shape like paint blobs. I think that's why I enjoyed like this theme, because it can be abstracted. Fruits and vegetables can be, they don't have to be so precise. You know, you don't have to be precise with any of the art you create. If that's what you choose, that's how you choose to create. But for fruits and vegetables, I find that you don't have to be precise, as long as there's the shape, the general shape, and the color is present, and people can tell that it's a fruit, or they can tell that it's a pear. You know, you can get away with it. Anyway, so these are the pears, and then I made this strawberry as well. This was done with watercolor. And then I used the fine liner for the black lines and the dots. And I used Neocolor 2 in moss green for this texture. And then this kind of yellow ochre color is a pencil, a luminance pencil. It's not water soluble, so it didn't activate like what the Neocolor 2 did, which I'm fine with. I like to mix water soluble stuff with non-water soluble things, because some things I want to activate, and then like this pencil texture, I didn't want to lose that, so that's why I used a luminance pencil instead of a watercolor pencil. And this kind of shadowy on the bottom is Payne's Gray. All right, so strawberry, here we go with another strawberry. Started off with watercolor, and then I topped it off with a Neocolor 2 in red, and like I think it was ruby red or scarlet. So this whole thing is like a mixture of watercolor, Neocolor 2, and pencils, also luminance pencils. And I like the way it turned out. So that is it for my fruit and vegetable month. And I think April, I have 3 choices for April, which I haven't picked yet. So if you guys want to help me pick a theme for April, I would love that. 3 things that I had on my list were still life, storefronts, or wild flowers, since spring is about to spring. So let me know in the comments, okay? Comment down below. Should I pick still life, storefronts, or wild flowers? All right, guys? So I'm going to leave you here with this video. Thank you so much for watching this far. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. It will cost you nothing, okay? And will really help my channel to grow. And of course, and again, thank you for watching, and I love you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.